Hi everybody, I am Michelle Moliniak. I'm a cognitive behavioral therapist. I'm here in Tucson, Arizona. I was a firefighter. We got a big fire here right now, and this is what the mountains used to look like. They're beautiful, but insidiously, beyond these beautiful saguaro, in the mountains, there's this buffalo grass. I'm going to talk about that because I learned from a Native American shaman to use nature as a way to help us interpret what's going on. I mean, I just don't believe that we were dropped off on planet Earth without any way to kind of figure out how to cope, and without some kind of maybe even a role model to look to, which Mother Nature would be, I feel. Anyway. The buffalo grass is a very invasive species. It doesn't feed any of the animals. It just chokes out all the good vegetation, which is an interesting analogy. It's very similar to racism and all these other phobias that people have. Fear, basically. And the only way to get rid of it, I mean, the burning will get rid of it, but not at the root. And so it's going to be a constant battle that we're all going to have to get our hands dirty in Tucson and get up there in that mountain and start digging that buffalo grass out. And that's going to last forever. It's already taken root. And I feel like that's the same thing with what we're dealing with right now in our country. On the flip side, and it's not going to be easy. We have to all work at it to make it better. In your own life, you may see this process happening. You know, I went through a process where the last time the mountains burnt like this was in 2003. On July 31st, my mom died after the fire was done. So it has me curious about what might happen this year when the fire is completely put out, because in my family, the whole family system just deconstructed once my mom was gone. My mom was kind of the hub for empathy and compassion. And without her, we all kind of struggled. So, and then when my dad died, my whole family just, my family members either passed away from cancer or alcoholism, or there was so much mental illness going on that they just became hateful and angry and distant. It was very painful. And I've been working slowly to reconstruct my life, you know, to have a new tribe, a new family. And the way that I'm doing that, and I'm going to talk about that right now, is by boundaries and doing experiments. All relationships with people are experiments. And what you want to do is try some experiments with different people and see where they fit in your little target zone of boundaries. The middle would be the people who really have your back. These are the people who have shown you, not just told you. We have got to go by what people say. They've shown you love. They've shown you compassion. They give back. If you do nice things for them, they do nice things back, and you don't have to tell them. They do it. These are the people you can really trust. They really want you to do well in life. The advice they give you is good. They care about you. They're always coming from that place. These people get in, full access, and they do that with negotiation. So we might start by meeting people in a group or a club or a workplace or neighborhood, yeah, all that. So we meet people, we decide, yeah, I'm gonna see this person at all these events. Do I like them well enough to do one-on-one stuff? Like maybe I wanna see if this would be a good hiking partner or biking partner or camping partner or travel partner or whatever. So you do the tests and then you move forward or backwards based on how you feel and what what you see this person do. If this person respects your likes and your dislikes and your boundaries, and they don't want to stress you out, and they want to work with you on what you need, and you want to work with them on what they need, and you can negotiate and hear each other and talk it through, winner. But if somebody does not care to listen, they don't care about how you feel, they don't care about what you need, they're not showing you empathy or compassion, they move further and further away. And everybody can have a bad day. So there's always a way back. If I start to, maybe I distance myself a bit from someone, their energy was too much, or they're negative towards me, or they gossip about me, or they're bullying me or whatever, and they're going to go into the stay away. So I stay away from them, they stay away from me. Should be that easy. If they continue, like my pesky peeping Tom neighbor, or some of the trolls on Facebook or whatever, you need to block them and not engage. Or in this case, you might need to get a restraining order. I've had to do that too. Or you might need to call the police. And it doesn't matter what neighborhood you're in. I've been in some of the nicest neighborhoods in Tucson. I've built houses in them, and there's people like that there. The buffalo grass. It's like buffalo grass. They're everywhere. So we're going to work more with learning about this. How do I know who to bring in closer and who to keep out further? Because that's what people who have damaged boundaries or just never grew up with being able to have any boundaries, this is the part that's hard for us to understand. You don't just automatically trust everybody and let them in. There are bullies and there are angry people all around us right now. I want you guys to be really careful, look out for them. They're looking for anybody to put their anger on. They don't feel empathy. They don't feel compassion for themselves either. So they're going to be attacking, and they're all stressed right now. So please be alert, and we will talk more about boundaries. And if you have any questions, please write them in the comments section. And subscribe, because I'll be doing these a few times a week now. I see that that's realistic. All right, everybody, be well, be safe.